welcome to the very special live edition of Game of Thrones discussion.
Really nervous because it's live. So, Oxnard's not here.
Ready. Oxnard is not available. He is away. He has left us, abandoned us for warmer climes, for sunny days.
I like to think of it as he's surveying sites for future SDS company headquarters on a tropical island.
I was getting my drink ready.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I can't be in your presence without alcohol.
I can barely tolerate it without alcohol.
Yeah, I get me in my own presence. I walk past a mirror and I just say, I need a drink.
Basically. You just look at the mirror and you're like, is that it? That's what you're bringing to the party? What a disgrace.
Let us know if you can't hear us. There's two people using one microphone. It's very awkward. We're extremely close to each other's face. I've never been this close to your face before.
Don't stick your tongue out.
Your face is huge. So, figure we'll start the usual way, right?
Yeah.
And we'll go with comments first.
Listener comments.
Let's see.
Let's see what these people had to say, and if we care. The first comment that I see is, a crazy guy you know.
Holy shit, all over my goddamn dick. This episode blew my mind. I needed new pants after this episode. This episode should have been titled, Winter is motherfucking here, bitches.
This city alone is filled
And then
with
Trav
all sorts of
replied,
ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves.
Oh, me?
Or maybe World War W, or come at me, Crow. God, I feel like a walking meme.
Was that your Carl Pilkington?
The crown, however...
No, it's just my...
That was just your everyman
My
British
slow
guy?
British bouncer, boy.
Bouncer.
Would be trying back.
Okay. Trav, you're throwing me for a loop here. The STS episode should have been titled Testing the Listener's Resolve, 4 Minutes of Civilization Strategy Talk, Whoa Nelly, what riveting edge of steel of your seat banter. Did you notice the blue ones all acted the same? Germany, France, Italy, fucking Xanadu. Who gives a shit? Maybe next week we can spend 5 minutes debating which of the different aspects of park maintenance are the wisest to allocate funds to in Roller Coaster Tycoon. That sounds like it would be... That sounds like this game would be up Daniel Plainview's alley, though.
I don't like roller coaster
Tycoonness? Tycoonness? I don't know. I have it because it came with the bundle, but I've never played it. If you want, Trav, we'll gladly play that for you and talk about it.
No, thanks.
That will solve your dilemma on what to do when you start getting 200 plus comments. Because you won't. 5 replies, mostly from Trav.
Oh my god. Should we read these? Well, there's a Claire Gray one. 19 lines, Trav! You read yourself 19 lines? Alright. Best episode of Game of Thrones of the season, by the way, or you ever actually hell, it may have been the best episode of any damn show I've ever seen, including Breaking Bad, Deadwood, Sopranos, True Detective, Homeland, Sherlock. Actually, a Scandal in Belgravia may still have the top spot for me. But this one is right there. Amazing scenes with Cersei, Sansa, and Theon as well as, obviously, Tyrion and Daenerys. But that 15 to 20 minutes at the end, holy battle of Hoth, just one amazing thing after another. I kept looking at the clock, amazed that there was still time left for more. It was relentlessly great. Then he also said, Oxnard's Carl Pilkington was passable, I thought.
Oh.
A little work with some of the key phrases peppered in, and Bob's your uncle. Claire would know what that means.
I do! What do you call a Mancunian trapped in a filing cabinet? Sorted.
Ah,
That was too British, I didn't understand.
yeah, it was way over my head. I've heard sorted before.
Sugary Tart replied, did you see
Sorted.
that?
No.
2 Mancunian kids in a car without any music. Who's driving? The policeman.
Way over my
Whoa, boy.
Mario Pellequito. Well, that was a long comment. Do we have anything to say about that? I guess he was titling our
Oh, boy.
last discussion.
I think we got too many comments left here. Holy shitballs!
Whole shitload
All right,
of balls.
let's get into the episode here, and
No,
we'll
we
come
have
back to
comments.
comments.
No, let's just
No?
go. Let's
All right,
bang
blow through
it.
them. Blow
Bang
through them.
Mario
We'll keep saying something
Pellequito.
different.
Cried laughing for about 10 minutes. Man, you guys are awesome. Oxnard, so boss. Your theory is grayscale is a magically imbued disease? Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty pro-magic. I buy it. Dexter, he's buying his own theory. Shocking. Who would have thought? I've got a theory, but it's really, I don't like it at all.
Is that me?
That's our conversation.
Yeah,
I
that
like
is
it.
our conversation.
I am very
That's very
pro-magic.
accurate.
I'm pro-magic.
You know, I
Lothario.
think, well, really what I think about that is, I forgot. I don't really like this. Forget it.
Same as last
Same.
week.
Yeah, exactly.
You could read Viper.
Oh my god. This is too long to read. I'm gonna kill my voice if I do a snake voice. So Dexter is basically Radagast the Brown. With his anti-fur stance and interest in hedgehog fucking. Speaking of which, Oxnard, would you say that the undead in the last scene didn't cause the same stirring in your loins as the Walking Dead did? As they just aren't the same, as the Walking Dead just aren't the same type of zombie? I'm going to answer on Oxnard's behalf and say that they did stir his loins. He's not here to
He's
defend
glad he
himself.
watched it alone.
I'm pretty sure he was jerking off the entire time.
Yes.
I feel like they neutered. What a terrible word, neutered. I feel like they neutered the part of the Tyrion Daenerys scene where she is talking about the spokes on the wheel by showing it in the season teaser. Yeah, I agree, because I remember seeing that, and I thought, ooh, that's going to be a good scene.
yeah.
But that was the best part of that scene, and that was one of the cooler moments she's ever had.
Right.
I agree with that. It was still cool, but would have been better fresh without all the overdone quote-repeating hype bullshit. The other great thing about Tormund, added to the list, Tormund's the greatest, is that crazy, wild look in his eyes. Keep up the good work, guys. Looking forward to more content from you guys in the streaming. It was pretty entertaining watching Dexter play Bioshock. I fucking suck at that game, and it scares me. I had the same argument with my girlfriend while watching. I don't care what genre it's going for. It is scary for me to play, damn it. Good man.
All right, I have something for you to Google in reference to that.
Okay.
Google Wyndham Resorts spokesperson. Yes, he looks exactly like Tormund Giantsbane. I don't
Wait.
know if it's him. I think it's a different guy. If you look
That's
up,
definitely him.
it is
That's
him?
definitely him.
He's a Wyndham Resorts
That's gotta be him.
spokes guy. I think I looked it up. It's a different person.
It looks exactly
I
fucking
know.
like him.
I think it's a different person.
That's
it's
fucking
Steve,
spooky.
What's
Steve
his name?
Mullis?
Is that his name? Steve Mullis? If you look, yes. Is it the same guy?
No, it's not.
It's a different guy. This
Holy
spokesperson for Wyndham Resorts. He looks exactly like Tormund Giantsbane. It is absurd. It is
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
I randomly found that. Don't ask how I found it. I don't even remember, but I was like, what? He does commercials? And I looked it up. It's not it.
Oh my god.
It's basically Tormund with a suit.
That is insane. Oh my god.
It is. It's
Will it show if I put it? Yeah, see, there you go. Holy shit. That's so fucked
He also
up.
has the eyes like
The crazy...
the crazy eyes.
He looks... The guy who's not Tormund looks more
more
like
like
Tormund
Tormund.
than Tormund does.
It is
That's
crazy.
awesome. Oh my god. Wow, that's awesome. Holy shit.
I knew you'd like that. All right.
Pedro Romero, I don't have anything to comment, so usually I don't, but I have a question for you guys. What each of you knows about Brazil? I may be the only Brazilian who watch you guys.
And you might be the last. And
After that
Stop.
impersonation... Stop that voice.
What?
Nothing.
That was
That
just
was
my
like
normal voice.
An offensive Mexican.
No. Defensive. Next comment, Max Harrison. Thanks for listening. Maybe you are our only Brazilian viewer, and if you
I'm gonna
are,
say yes.
great. Get the rest of your country to follow along.
Yeah. I'm going to say you're definitely the only Brazilian. I think we have
I doubt
one,
it.
at least one.
I bet we got more than one Brazilian.
No, I think we got a couple Argentinians.
They love D&D, especially
Brazilians
Guillermo's voice.
Oh yeah, which is so obviously Brazilian. Max Harrison says, "That is what would piss me off more than anything. So I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, given GOT's history." Is he responding to something?
I don't know.
Sorry, Max, I don't remember what we were talking about that you're responding to.
Well, it's something at 4705, but if we look it up now, it's going to ruin with the sound.
I'm
so-
not looking that up.
Maybe
I'm
after-
glad
after
somebody
we'll
said
do
something,
it.
otherwise we would have gotten there.
High Elf 2 says,
Guys, the bet from the Bravosi guy is just an insurance scam, not paying out into the family of the dead captain who paid him.
that's my elf voice, because elves suck. Okay, so he's like an insurance scammer. The guy who she's gonna kill in Bravos.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Who's next?
Gorgonon,
Said,
if you remember, Theon told Ramsay about Bronflix and Recon still being alive in Season 3.
man, I can't go on like that.
All right, just
During the fake escape, your Ramsay led Theon right back to the torture chamber. So the real question there is whether or not Ramsay shared that information with his father or anyone else. Funny shit shooting, as always. It's nifty how a little slip of the tongue like Gillia's tweeting can spawn such spontaneous idiocy. Yeah.
Gilly tweeting.
Yep. Imagine if she did.
I guess that's just like sending ravens.
Jinso 24.
What voice should I do for Jinso?
French Bulldog.
That scene was the giant bust out of the husband bottom.
Can't maintain that. You can't even understand what the hell he's saying. That's horrifying also. I feel like if my dog started to talk, that would be just an absolute nightmare. That scene when the giant busts out of the hut was awesome. I couldn't help but think about how he got in there without completely destroying it, though. What an
true.
excellent point that is.
Yes, maybe there's like a almost like a tent. It's just like a curtain you lift up.
But that definitely wasn't. How the fuck did he get in there? Maybe they
That's
just.
true.
Maybe that was
They
one they
built-
just quickly constructed around him.
He's like, don't worry about it. I'll stay here.
He's like,
You
look,
just
guys,
build it around me.
I'm gonna be sitting in this spot for at least the next 18 hours. You can easily throw up a shack around
18
me.
days.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, well, at least
That's true.
that is hilarious.
Good
I can't
point.
believe we didn't think of that.
See, giants, they make all sort of problems that you
Well,
don't think
he's
about.
hold
in
on.
everyday
He
life.
continues. Even if he crawled through the door, he would have knocked down all the supports getting into the back of the hut and sitting up. They would have had to build the hut around him while he just sat there. Exactly. Also, is he the only giant left in Westeros, or is it just not in the bloody budget to show any
I
others?
think it's not in the bloody
I
budget.
think it's not in the bloody budget. It would be fascinating to see a female giant. I don't know that. I don't know that we'll ever see a female giant. I think Brienne is as close as you're going to get, and I think I don't think we'll ever see a female dwarf in a mainstream fantasy
Pathetic.
series or movie, which is
You know
disappointing.
why? Because they don't have the balls to do it.
Well, they
you
don't-
gotta have
that would
big
make it
balls to go for a female giant or dwarf. Because it's not gonna be pretty. Okay?
No,
and you
it
guys
is
be okay
certainly
with that.
not.
And that's what the problem is. They don't have balls. They want it to be pretty somehow.
They should
and
just-
if you make it pretty, it ain't right.
That's true. It should just be like it should basically just be the giant now, but with big tits. Do you agree?
Sort of.
That's the only
And
difference.
braids.
And maybe lipstick.
Oh God.
And high heels.
Ooh.
You got to just classic, feminine things. Give him a giant purse. Okay, he's got some red bottoms on.
Okay. Next, Koyuski said, "I'm excited for season 3 of D&D. Woo! So am I. Man, it's
12
gonna
more
be-
years and
it's
it'll
gonna
be here.
One hell of a ride."
Oh shit! Fucking
Gabe
Cytofine.
Walker said,
Every time Oxnard mentions something not being in the books, I just imagine him going,
"Not fucking in the books, mate. Not in the fucking books, mate." I screwed that up.
What'd you do?
He said, "Not in the fucking books, mate."
Oh, every time Oxnard mentions something not being in the books, oh yeah. I love anything that just digs at Oxnard.
Not in the fucking books, mate! You fucking cunt! What are you doing? It's not in the fucking books!
Yeah, we could say whatever we want about Oxnard right now. He can't fight back.
Yeah.
He's on an island.
Then the inventor continued with, "I can't think of anything I'd like in this episode. I didn't like in this episode. Excuse
Whoa,
me.
didn't like.
Oh, I can't think of anything I didn't like in this episode. Neil Marshall must have been watching the screaming at his TV. Where did they get the fucking budget from?" I tried to do it as Sean Connery. Mm-hmm. Failed.
All right.
The lesson I think we should all take away from Hot Home is never save the women and children first. Now Jon Snow has boats full of those useless fuckers, while the whites have all the best wildling warriors in zombie form. That's true. But the only thing I wouldn't agree with is I think that the children zombies are the most effective.
Yes.
And we saw that when they killed that poor wildling woman, who I liked that character. I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I like
She's
where
like
this
a
character's
monk.
going.
She's Kama's
Oh, yeah. She was
monk
cool.
weapon.
And then,
That's the last
man, she could not handle seeing all those... That was insane looking, those kids.
It
Oh,
was the
fuck.
death of her. I would have went to town on those kids. Ah!
Yeah, right.
That's like a fantasy of mine. Don't you want to ever know how many like third graders you could beat up?
I'd probably be more like the scene from Step Brothers.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It'd probably be more
That's
like
what
that
I
for me.
imagine.
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah.
everybody's dream? See how many third graders they could beat up? No, just me.
No.
Wouldn't that be fun? Like little mini people.
That's like when I think you tried to do that when we used to substitute teach
You know
together.
why it's fun? It's because like you're the giant in that situation. It's a way to make you giant size. Mm-hmm.
Right.
A little role reversal.
All they gotta do is punch the nuts, and you're done.
Well,
One shot to the nuts.
you gotta protect them.
And that's it. So,
Here we go.
that's comments. I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yeah. Who's here?
The chat is alive with
All right.
chatter. Daniel Playview is here. Sean Connery is awesome.
Yes.
Sildari, Paragonville,
Welcome.
many others.
Mhm.
By many, I mean 11 total.
Yes.
I mean 8
Keep
others.
them coming.
But
What are we under here? What category?
I don't know, what category do I put it under?
I don't.
I just
fucking know.
put the title of this broadcast is STS Live GOT plus GTA equals whoops, yeah?
So probably GTA.
Probably GTA. And I
All
also
right.
put playing the game GTA.
If you're here for
Fine.
GTA, we're not gonna.
We might play later.
Oh, okay.
I figured we'll do this and play something.
All right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We
Maybe.
can play whatever you want.
Cool. All right. So our discussion.
So let's start this off. The episode opens up. We have, fire! 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 Lord Jesus, there's a fire.
They just come out
Oh,
of
Lord
nowhere.
Jesus.
And you don't. It's funny. They give you the aerial shot, but you don't see anybody lighting them. It's just they start.
Yeah, I was
Getting lit.
expecting to see people.
Yeah. Right.
Like some of Ramsey's men.
Like
but
they
there was
all
nobody.
light their cigars at once and flip them over their shoulder.
And for a second, too, I thought, until that horse horrifyingly ran by
That
on
was
fire.
That was horrifying.
Oh, well, just wait. It gets more
felt so
horrifying.
bad for that horse.
I thought that maybe it's something to do with the Lord of Light because it was concentrating
Yes.
on Melisandre, and she's just. I like the shot. She's just staring into the flame. That was super creepy. And then, but then it was, it was Ramsay's men because they obviously that scene right next after that one is Davos talking to Stannis about
Right.
there was 20 men. I don't know how they know the number, but a small group came in. They lost hundreds of horses, that all their food, all kinds of shit. It's not looking good for them right now. It's looking
They're-
bad.
they're
In fact,
fucked.
yeah, they're
They
really
Probably
fucked.
gonna burn somebody or something.
And the whole time in the back of my mind, yeah, well, I don't know what you mean, boss. The whole time in the back of my mind during this was, that scene when Melisandre confronted Stannis about sacrificing Shireen. Is that the daughter's name?
I don't know. Her name.
Anyway, Stannis'
Scale
daughter.
face.
Are you pleased at what happened to her then?
Yeah.
That was the other thing I was going to say when we
Kinda
started.
gross.
Well, they did it.
Right.
That was horrifying. Should we just stick with Stannis' plot since
Yeah.
we're here? Okay. Holy fuck.
They burned
Okay.
the little girl.
And they made it as sad as possible before that, too, because you just knew what was going to happen. Because you can see it on Stannis' face the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that scene when she was like, you got to sacrifice her.
He was like a
Melisandre,
wreck
not
this
Stannis.
episode.
He
He was
was?
like a crazy person.
Well, shit's going bad, and
Yeah.
this woman that he loves to fuck is telling him, you want to keep fucking me? Kill your daughter. And he's
Basically.
like, sex or my scaly
or
kid?
daughter.
My kid that I don't... do I have emotions for? I guess I do. I thought I did. But maybe
Look what happened.
sex outweighs that? Oh my god. Oh man. So then Davos is...
He's like, oh,
I made you something, princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I carved you a nice little toy. He's an expert craftsman.
Right.
Because the last time we
Or he
saw
bought
that,
it at a flea market.
there was one guy. Stags for sale!
He has a bag full of them, carries along.
Fresh stags for sale! I mean, that also raised a question to me. How much time has passed? Because
weeks. I don't know.
It must be.
Who knows?
It's
Game of Thrones.
Enough said.
Can't keep track of the timelines.
Enough said.
What did I say? Oh, it was funny that he sends Davos away. He's like, yeah, you probably care about me killing my daughter, so yeah, you go on this mission. Well, can't you just send some dude?
Wait, what was that? Killing your daughter? What was that? I mean, no, he won't listen. He won't listen to just a scroll.
Yeah. You better go. Make sure he gives us supplies. Jon Snow, that is.
Right. So you knew what was going on there, and then Davos says goodbye and gives the present.
Right.
And then she's like, and she's like, "Oh, we'll see each other again. I'm so happy to be alive."
It was funny
kind of shit.
When Stannis is having a conversation with his daughter. She's like almost defending him, like, "Yeah, I think you should do it." Or what was that conversation about? It was almost like she was giving him advice.
Yeah.
For something.
How to deal with coming back and finding a loved one dead.
Right.
She was like consoling him.
Yes.
Already.
It's okay.
But, he must have known. Part of him must have known. And that's why he went and gave the present.
Oh, Davos?
Davos, I think part of him must have known what was going to happen. Because he's always still giving her nasty looks, Melisandre. He doesn't trust her at all.
Yeah. Because he wishes he could fuck her.
I don't think he would, because he saw what comes out of her after you do fuck
yeah.
her.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, what happens when you go in there?
Yeah, attack.
You touch a shadow?
I feel like something might bite you.
Yes, right.
Oh, look out.
A demon.
Oh, God.
Make the tip! Alright.
So anyway, well, look, let's just get through it, because this was very difficult. Basically, Melisandre comes in, takes the daughter. It's like, oh, come on, we're gonna go. And first Stannis sees her, and she's like, I just want to help, Daddy. Let me help you.
Yeah.
I love you. I love helping.
That's what I
And
say,
he's like,
yeah.
oh, God. And then, so then they start to walk her. Stannis and his wife are nowhere to be found. It's just Melisandre walking her. The whole army is around. She sees the stake, I guess, which she'll be tied to, and then burned at, and starts to understandably freak out. And then no one is helping her. She's pleading, screaming. I mean, it was so hard to watch. And then Stannis comes out and watches the crazy bitch wife of his, who hated the daughter, suddenly changes her mind halfway through. It's a little late, lady.
My daughter! Oh. That was good, though, that they flipped it around like she actually cared.
Yeah.
Stannis was like, nope, gotta do it.
Yeah. And then I couldn't believe that the guards listened to him.
Right.
Because I thought, here's where he loses his army.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because you saw they looked very uncomfortable.
They did look uncomfortable.
I mean, that's understandable too. But I thought it was going to be to the point where people were like, nah, fuck this.
Hey, Jim, are we really burning this little girl? Isn't this our king's daughter? Yeah, he told us to.
Paragonville, real quick, I'm just checking over to the chat. Sorry, because I'm far away from the computer.
To the chat. It's going to take too long.
All right, well, I was just saying, Davos would have been a better dad, Paragonville said. That's obvious.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think that almost anyone would have been a better dad than Stannis.
Yes, because almost anyone would not have burned their daughter.
Yes, basically. But I really thought, like, that's it. He's gonna lose his army here. Like, he's doing this to save himself, but he's fucked himself now. Mm-hmm. So anyway, she's gone.
Yep. So we'll see.
That was horrifying.
We'll see what the Lord of Light will give us for
boy.
this fun sacrifice.
That was fucking creepy.
Right. And then
Who's
they showed the wall.
Oh, yes, so Jon Snow...
So they all mosey onto the wall, and you see the giant. I was really excited because the giant was still with them. I was afraid that they wouldn't be there.
They butchered him for meat?
Right. Or the ship couldn't hold him.
I don't think he took a ship.
And no, he just walked.
And that definitely was not in the budget. On the fucking budget. You can't put a fucking giant on this boat. You know how much fucking money that's gonna cost? Yeah, I think he just walked the whole way. I think he just went up to, like, maybe to shoulder height, the water.
Yes,
and
he just
kind of kept
pushed
going.
the boat with
him. Yeah. Yeah, he helped him go faster. added some wind. He was just...
Right.
Yeah, and is that what you do? You mosey away from the situation they were leaving in Hard Home?
And then, you see, what's that guy's face? What's his face? On the wall.
I'm forgetting now. I'm blanking. Fucking dickhead. Fuckface. Well,
What's his name, chat?
Not Janos Slint, the other guy.
Janos
Oh my
Slint.
god. No, Janos Slint had his head chopped off.
Right, okay.
Now I'm forgetting.
Janos Slint. Alistair.
Yes!
Thorne.
Yes! Alistair Thorne! Yes!
That's
Nailed
it! We did it!
Yeah!
Yeah!
All right.
Alistair.
This is what happens.
You're
in a
like,
live
oh, is
show.
Alistair gonna let them in or be a dick?
He was a little bit of both. He did
He
both.
was like, alright, whatever.
What does he
let him
say to
in.
Jon Snow as he's walking by?
You're gonna get us all killed or something.
Oops, my phone's going.
But I was so happy because the giant, they even showed the giant going through the tunnel. So now there's a giant on the other side of the wall. And it makes me wonder, when was the last time a giant's been on the other side of the wall? This is like mind-blowing.
Probably never.
This is awesome. And I'm hoping that he will find his way to a nice village, find a girl or two, and make a new giant,
Settle down.
a new giant clan in the north. It would be the most wonderful thing.
I wonder who... I feel like poor 1-1 will be alone the rest of his life.
Oh no!
No, he's gonna,
He's gonna find Brienne.
You know what they haven't shown either? We were talking about that. But what is the... You know, he's fine. You have an area probably where the men in an army, you know, there's like a latrine area.
Uh-huh.
The fuck do you do for a giant?
Is it? Yes, when he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right. Another amazing thing about giants. But how do you-
Which we need to know.
what do you do with that?
Show us something, Game
I
of
mean,
Thrones.
it's going to fertilize a lot of crops, but I mean, it's got to stink. Take up a lot of space.
It's gotta stink. Yeah, that's an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, they get through. Jon Snow is... Relax, Faith. My dog's here. She might hear her barking. Just as a heads up. It's not Boss.
Yeah, it's not me barking. So, you know, when I hear something outside, I just get all nervous.
Yeah, who's there? Intruder! So then everyone's coming through the wall. The giant's coming through the wall. Probably... everyone is shocked when they see him, too, which I thought was awesome. Because they're like,
Yes.
oh, fuck. Because now, only a few people saw his... I guess it was his relatives,
Buddies.
I'm sure.
The king.
Yeah, when they died in the
Yeah, the
tunnels.
giant king and his son or something.
Those guys didn't make it out.
Right.
So they were the only ones that really got up close and personal until these guys. But nobody seems pleased with the situation, especially not Ollie, who, again, a lot of
Ollie.
shots of Ollie from the distance, and where I'm expecting him to nod, not nodding.
This show is really focusing on Ollie. I could care less about that kid.
Well, he's obviously
Who
going to do
gives
something
a-
drastic.
I guess so. That must be it. Because why the hell would you give him so much screen time? It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
I mean, there's dragons on this
Unless
show.
he's somebody's
And
kid.
giants.
Unless he's somebody's kid that works on the show.
There you go.
More shots of my son, Ollie.
Dragons aren't in the budget.
Oh, you
so
like using
Ollie
bugs on the set, huh? Well, guess who makes them? This guy. So my son Oliver better be in there. That's his real name, too.
Right.
Nah. His dad's an old prospector. went into mug making for movies.
Uh-huh.
I think that was it with Jon Snow, right?
Yep, basically.
But then we move on, and they're in Dorne.
Done.
Jamie, released from captivity.
Yeah.
Time to break some bread.
Yeah, let's go have a bite with the prince.
And Marcella is there with her, the guy. She's an idiot, and she's with this guy. This guy
Really,
wants
yeah,
one
she
thing, obviously.
Exactly.
He
She's
doesn't.
from Dorne.
And I think he doesn't give a shit about
The
her.
climate agrees with me, don't
Yeah.
you think?
Ooh.
Oh, I love Dorne.
You are your mother's daughter. You're a
Right.
fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, the deal here is that no harm, no foul. You're going to go back.
Right.
I understand what happened here, the Dornish
Yeah.
prince is saying.
You explain
You're going to
yourself.
take... I can't remember the Dornish young, dickhead,
Yeah.
prince's name here.
Dorne
That's
French.
with Marcella.
Yeah.
But he's going back with them. You're going to
Yeah.
take Marcella and
That's
him, and now
surprising.
we'll do a little switcheroo, okay? But he's going to sit on the small council where Oberyn was supposed to have sat.
Yeah,
And
that's
we're
a
going to go
trade.
from there, yeah.
What's
Anyway,
his name? The Dornish king?
something Martell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
King Martell.
Prince, I think he's still Prince.
Oh, he's still prince.
I think so.
Okay.
We're bad with
But
names.
he's a pretty okay guy. He's a little too trusting. I think that's going to cause him to get fucked over.
Well,
He's giving everybody second chances. Oh, you
Yeah.
smacked my son? All right, no problem.
that guy Braun got what was coming to him.
Well, a little
That
bit,
worked.
but
They worked that out
I think that
as
could've been worse.
as men, can
Right.
work it out. There's only men who have who fight can work it out. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Basically that was
He lets
referencing
the
'cause
young prince
Braun
come up
punched
with the judgment
Yeah.
for being hit.
for freeing
It's
Braun.
like, oh, well, my father taught me mercy. So basically, they walk Braun out of the dungeon. He doesn't know what the fuck's gonna happen to him, and huge halberd guy punches him in the face.
That elbows him,
Oh, he elbows
and it
him.
was like he sucker elbowed him.
right.
You know what I mean?
And destroyed his lower jaw.
Oh my god.
And
That's
I
all
love
right.
that the Dornish prince is like, Braun said something about the food. He's like, oh, so we're going to have some of that pie.
Oh yeah. After all his forgiving, God, he was like, all right. Well, pie looks good.
Yeah,
How about a
Dornish prince
slice?
is like, perhaps soup instead.
Yeah. Sucker.
I liked it.
That was good.
You know what I also liked was the young prince, when he was, Jamie was talking about what happened. The young prince was like, oh, it was a flea bite when Braun hit him in the face.
Oh yeah. Right. Exactly.
And then Jamie's saying, oh,
Well,
why should Braun...
Hey, it was only a flea bite.
It
You
was
can
only
see
a flea bite.
fucking kid wasn't hurt. One of the
love that.
things
That
that
was
I
great.
was confused about is why is Oberyn's paramour, the woman who orchestrated the entire horrible, lame sand snake debacle, there.
Just because, like, he respects her because his nieces are she's the mother to his nieces. That's why. That's it.
Yeah.
So she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Because I was just like, I understand that, but I was like, why is she even a part of this deal that's being made here?
That's
you know what I
true,
mean?
like in this scene.
Oh yeah, I mean so then they toast the king to Tommen, and you see that
She has a hissy fit.
the main Martell, the prince of House Martell, there, he's respectful. He's playing the game.
Right.
The Game of Thrones. He knows the deal, and so anyway, she pours one for her homies instead of drinking to the king, and she's very disrespectful. Then there's a scene with her and Jamie, when she is alluding to how she knows all about and like everybody knows him and Cersei getting it on. And you see him trying to write with the other hand.
Yes.
He writes so shitty.
He
He's
writes like a
kindergarten-
5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
That was funny, and it was like slanted. It looked terrible.
Yeah, it was. Fine, I understand your hair looks bad. There's no reason to start like turning down vertically down the page.
I think he should have been like trying to. I don't know. I think it could have looked even funnier the way he's writing.
Too much Dornish weed, like Daniel Playview.
And then we saw another pathetic
Says.
sand snake scene.
Oh my
the
God.
Worst game of mercy.
Just affirming that they are attractive idiots.
yes,
And useless.
and they're slow.
You can't slap my hands. My hands are too quick for you. Oh my God.
That was awful.
What the fuck was the point
Yeah.
of that scene?
I
Just to
don't know.
show that they are horrible?
yeah.
I don't know
They're
why
dumb
the show
girls,
is trying
but
to.
they're-
They built it up as like
Right.
poor Oxnard.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say about
Right,
that scene.
yeah.
Poor Oxnard. First, he was so turned on. He was like gonna burst. He couldn't believe it with the sand snakes.
Right.
Then the horrible lame fight that
Yeah.
went nowhere.
Right.
And now this scene.
Yeah, this is like making fun of the people who wanted good sand snake stuff. They're like, no,
At least
you just
the-
get this. You get the shitty little game of mercy. Fuck you.
Yeah. They're
That
playing.
could be cool, but this is what you get.
They're slapping each other's hands.
Yeah.
And trying to tough talk each other. At least the other crappy scene when they were in jail had nudity in it.
Exactly.
You know?
Which was a really good scene.
Maybe if they were topless while they were doing this, I would have felt a little bit better
Yes, I
about it. But
wouldn't even
no,
paid
it was
attention
just
to the mercy
completely
game.
horrible.
Right.
So then the other sister is just
Sleeping.
sleeping.
Great.
Awesome.
That's wonderful.
All right. And I don't know. I don't even know why they.
What is the point of these
I don't know. It was just to get Bronn.
Basically.
Yeah. Anyway, then you see the other Dornish characters. He's talking to. Oh, fuck, I forget her name. Sorry, live show. We're not good with names. Doran.
Doran?
Doran Martell.
That's a good name for
Yeah.
Prince of Dorne.
Talking to the former parent. Thank you, Daniel Plainview. Tit slap game. That would be epic, he also says.
Yes! Oh, man.
See, that would have been way better.
There you go. They swell up, get a little bigger.
Another blown opportunity. Not in the budget, I guess.
Right.
Not in the fucking budget. So anyway, Doran Martell is talking to Oberyn's former, paramour, his widow, for lack of a better term, and he's like, "Look, I believe in second chances, but you fuck up again and you're dead.
That's right.
You're dead."
Better draw the line somewhere on this crazy bitch.
And you know that she's gonna make another.
She's gonna
attempt.
fuck him over.
She's gonna do something.
Right.
She's gonna do something.
Exactly.
But all the
That's what
daughters
they're
are
showing
there. All of Oberyn's children are there, including her daughter. I was confused actually if they were all her daughters.
I don't think they are.
And
But I
think of
guess
the
there's other daughters.
In
that
the
she
show,
has.
she has the one daughter, and then these are other daughters
There
of
are probably
Oberyn.
other nieces that aren't. saying
Anyway.
things. I don't know.
Regardless, she breaks down in front of the kids, kisses the ring, and I guess for now you think, all right, all is well. At least
Yeah.
Doran thinks that, and
Let's get out of Dorne because
What a
nothing's
name.
happening now.
let's get a Dorn while Doran will let us.
Yeah.
Doran!
Dorne, a
What
Dorne.
a unique
Was it
name for a
dwarf?
Dornishman. Oh, man.
Next scene.
So we had Arya, too.
Oh yes, there was a lot of Arya.
Wow.
It was a big, long.
She was
Arya
fucking
segment.
up big time here.
Yes.
I was very nervous.
Yes.
Basically, she's going to kill...
clams, and cockles.
Her voice sounds so weird when she says cuckolds or whatever the hell. How do you... What?
Oh, yeah.
Cuckold?
Cockles.
Cockles.
Yeah.
I don't eat them.
Oh, we should. Let's go. Just gather them up.
You... Dexter and Boss.
It's a foraging.
Gobbling up cockles.
You gather some cockles. Yeah. So, you explain this. I don't know people's names.
Okay.
Flowers guy.
Arya-
Knight, come to shore. If I was explaining, it'd be all.
Flowers Guy Knight. Arya. I'm not very good. We can't remember it. We're both horrible. Hold on. I gotta read Daniel Plainview. Your teats are always too slow, sister. Your teats. Your teats.
Get
It does
them
sound...
back here.
Guillermo, I'm gonna go on. So I'm just gonna say Guillermo was Dornish.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
So anyway, Arya, she's supposed to go kill the Thin Man. A girl must kill the Thin Man. A
Yes.
gift for the Thin Man. But as she's on her way there, the guy's like, "Oi, girl, oysters with vinegar." That sounded more New York than anything else. "Oi, oysters with vinegar. Oh, come on."
I want some oysters with vinegar now.
Well, anyway,
Sounds good.
maybe later,
Alright.
after the show,
Ooh.
we'll go to Oysterville. She ignores the Thin Man because...
Fuck 'em.
What ho? She spotted a ship coming
Who's
to shore.
coming to shore?
It is Lord Tyrrell.
Lord Tyrell.
And he's the new master of coin, and in addition to his other duties for like being the whatever master of the ships.
Right.
And we remember that Sir Meryn Trant,
Yes.
was that his
Mr.
name?
Douche, yeah, Sir Meryn.
Yeah, that guy just looks
He is
so
such a douche.
fucking sinister.
He is, really.
He's always smelling something foul.
Right.
That's the face he has. So she spots him and recognizes him, of course,
Yeah.
but she also knows that he
That
might
he
recognize
knows what
her.
she looks like. And it looks like he does recognize her like twice this episode, but does nothing about it.
But maybe he
or
does
maybe he's
recognize
he's
her.
thinking and like,
He's like, I can deal with that
maybe I
later.
know her.
He can deal with that any
I
time.
think it's like on the top and back of his head, like, do I know that person? I feel like I do. Or is it just because I like little girls? I can't tell. Basically, that's
Sir Pedo Trant, as they're saying over there. Yeah, basically, she starts following. I think he just kind of filed that away.
Right.
You know what I mean?
File it
Put
away.
a pin in it.
He's like, oh, it's okay. I
She
have
ain't
time
going
for that.
anywhere.
I gotta go bang some
Yeah,
horns.
hold on, I gotta find a 12-year-old to fuck. It's basically, let's face it, that's what he does.
Yes.
So he can't stand Tyrell. They're meeting with the bankers in
Yeah.
Bravos. The
Too
Iron Bank.
old.
Yeah. Oh my god. And all these girls are insulted.
Right.
They're like, hey, you're lucky
I
you don't have
would
to
be.
fuck this asshole.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I know. Be happy with it.
And what does he want these other guys to watch?
Yeah,
When
I
he
don't
walks into the whorehouse, he's like,
you have to escort me to the whorehouse.
yeah. And he's like, oh, are you treating? He's like, yes, but I don't share. Ooh, you have to watch. Yeah, so basically she sees them. She starts following them into the whorehouse like we were just talking about. Oops. And then you see, the bizarre, like, requests that he has for a preteen, essentially.
Right, basically.
And then he needs a fresh one every day. because he's gonna ruin her.
Gosh.
She's.
Oh no.
This episode was
This was
really
a dark
tough.
episode. Yeah.
Oh my god, the poor girls in this
With all the little
episode.
girls in this episode.
What is happening to the
Man,
children in this
they're either
episode?
burned or fucked.
And sometimes both.
Yeah.
Basically, and then she's watching, getting more and more angry. And she'll be back. She's got some unfinished business here. She goes back to the House of Black and White, and her master show car or whatever, however you say it.
Joker.
Yeah, the Joker. He's he knows that it didn't go, and she's like, oh. He wouldn't buy many
he
oysters.
wasn't hungry today.
Yeah, so the opportunity, he wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
And he knew she was lying. That was such bull. I have a theory about this too. I think that he disguises himself as the guy that she's supposed to poison.
Oh,
And it's not really poison.
Oh, I like your
That's
theory.
good, right? So he knows exactly what she's doing all the time on this mission, and he gets to watch what she's doing.
Oh, that's
How cool
so
would
good.
that be?
Oh, that's an excellent theory, boss.
Yes.
What do you guys think of that? Let us know.
What do you think of that theory, huh?
What else happened in this episode? Oh, I guess, is that it? And then before Daenerys? Is that everything before?
It was a long Daenerys part, so probably...
Yeah. All right, so now we get to the big part here.
Yeah. We're in
Welcome-
the Colosseum.
Some shots from the Gladiator being repurposed for Game of Thrones.
Yep. Tyrion's moved up again. He's sitting next to another potential...
Can I just say that
Queen.
Tyrion looked adorable in his new outfit, sitting in the chair?
Yes,
Okay.
right.
He really did.
Is that offensive?
No, I don't think so.
cute.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, Tyrion's all like cleaned up." I like that he kept the beard.
Yeah.
because I like the beard.
They trimmed it.
I'm like a facial hair connoisseur. I like the beard, but I thought he looked really. I thought he looked really funny in the chair in his new outfit. Daenerys is sitting down. She doesn't want to be there, obviously.
Right.
It's. Exactly what you expect. If you've seen Gladiator, you know what's happening
Basically.
here. They're all. I thought it was cool. Everything kind of gets quiet.
Yes.
They're waiting for her to clap her
Yes.
hands, and I like that it was just dead silence. And it wasn't like a loud. I was expecting like
they see her
like
clap.
one clap, and it kind of echoes throughout the thing.
Ooh,
But it was just kind of like
nah.
a wet clap. It was
It's
just
just
kind
a
of
little-
flopped.
Yeah.
Her hand
That's
in there.
all.
Yeah.
They just need to see it.
The crowd goes nuts. Let the match begin.
Yeah, you got the speedy guy versus the big guy, and
yeah.
and we had this stupid. I thought it was stupid. This discussion between her suitor guy in the yellow robe. What's his name? One of the nobles of Marine, and
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Shocking. We can't remember
I
the name.
know.
Anyway,
I
the
don't
guy she was
remember
forced to
this
marry.
guy.
He shows up late and he's like, "Oh, just making sure everything's in order."
oh yeah, right. My ass, you
yeah.
were. Who's this? Who's the other guy? Her bodyguard? What's his name? Her lover?
Now I forget. I
know
knew it
anybody's
because I
name.
said it on Sunday night.
Jingle's favorite character in the book. What is his name?
Jaro Naharis?
Dario.
Dario Naharis.
Right, Dario,
Yeah, Dario
and
Naharis.
the nobleman
Oh,
guy
my God.
are having the stupidest little, cockfight about, but the little guy is faster. I would used to stab him in here. This is where the strong guy's not so strong. He's flipping around his knife. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I thought that was dumb.
Yeah. It was so stupid. But anyway, also, she's so obviously in front of everybody, I fucking...
Yes.
Dario.
I love that
Tyrion-
you're such a
Tyrion's
douche.
oh my god. Tyrion's just thinking, well, I'm going to have to address this.
Exactly.
And then, like you said, the fast versus the strong, that's when Dario was, demonstrating, ooh, the quick when I was in the pits. The
Yes.
quick. Ooh, look how quick I am. And then they cut to the guy getting his head chopped off.
Yes, exactly. That was a great
And the
job.
strong man wins. That was hilarious.
It was
And
hilarious
knew
because he
he
was just standing perfectly straight, that guy, and he got decapitated.
I know. What happened in the fight that led to him just standing there for 5 seconds
It's
without moving?
Maybe he, sucker punched him and stunned him, to stand straight, I feel like, and then he cleaved his head off.
Maybe, he was behind him, bonked him on the back of the head, somersaulted in front of him, then they just stood there for a second, and then he just chopped his head off.
It's like they had the guy stand straight up, and he's like, all right, we're going to cut to you guys in 3, 2, 1, chop.
Yeah.
That's it. That was it.
Yeah. We only get one turn at this.
Don't move.
We only get one shot at this,
That's
mate.
a real
it's not in the
sword.
fucking budget for another one. We don't want to piss off Nail. That guy's Australian.
I thought that was a cool sword. It had like a square end.
Yeah, it is a cool sword. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine how heavy that fucking thing is. So anyway, that was hilarious. Then we get to Jorah coming out.
Right.
It's not a big reveal this time because he's not wearing a helm.
Right. You hear him announce a Westerosi night, and then they look after they're having their stupid bicker discussion. They look to him and they're like, "What the balls?"
Exactly. I think somebody in the crowd's shouting.
And everybody's thinking, "Oh man, is Daenerys gonna clap, let him fight, or is she gonna be like, no?"
Well, what was interesting to me was so Jorah comes back.
Right.
So he knows he's staring at her, and they share this look, and now she's got to clap her hands. And then I was thinking, oh yeah, so this is like really fucked up of Jorah because
he's putting her in that place.
He's putting her in this position.
Yeah.
Like you're either going to watch me die, now you have to watch me. Oh, I was saying now you have to watch me die,
right.
or I'm going to live,
right.
and still bother you that way.
Yes.
So you're either going to be horrified by watching me die, and that'll haunt you for the rest of your life, or I'm just still going to be around. Mm-hmm. So
he's got it bad.
There was kind of I really thought Jorah didn't fight very well. Although
he
did
didn't.
say
he just got beat up. It seemed like he got beat by 3 people.
He was saved by the one guy.
Exactly.
And then that guy tried to kill him.
Yes. And he did the most ridiculous tumble salt move to kill him. I thought that was so dumb.
Hold on, I have to say, Happy Child is here. In the chat, hello. And hello to everybody else who has joined us since we began. But I just glanced over and Happy Child goes, whoa, did you just say Dario was my favorite character from the books?
Yeah. Oh, no, Oberyn is.
Yeah.
Well, no, that goes without saying, because Oberyn, I think for all of us, is the best character, but then there's the second best, and I think that's your second best. That's what I meant. Of course. I mean, Oberyn's on a different level. He's not a character. He's beyond that word.
He's on like Mount Olympus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forever fucking in Dorne Heaven.
Yeah, seriously. Men, women, angels, doesn't matter. God,
devils,
fucking them all. Yeah.
Dragons.
So anyway, sorry, boss. Back to what you were saying.
Right.
But
that was the tumble salt move that Jorah did.
Sweet.
That was so stupid. I thought. That's like, are you seriously doing this to save your life? You're like, okay, this guy's coming at me with this spear. What do? That's it. When I was 5, I did this great tumble salt move that I did.
Mother always said I was a good somersaulter. Has that guy with a spear? You think that you assume that they've chosen their weapons, right? So this guy's like, I'm going with spear.
He's a spear guy.
I know a spear. I'm a spear guy.
Right.
He's never faced a somersaulter before?
I would
a
assume...
tumbler?
Well,
He's never had anyone tumble at him?
I would agree that he hasn't, because that's the stupidest fucking move. Who would ever do that?
Well, then it was the best move.
I guess maybe that's what Jorah was thinking. He's like, nobody would do the dumbass somersault on this guy.
Yeah.
I'm about to
No
do
one's
it.
stupid enough to somersault straight at a guy with a spear.
Exactly.
You can never gauge the distance right.
I mean, by the time you get to where you're ready to tumble, I feel like the spear is in, like, hitting distance of you.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's practical. I feel like it's the only stunt.
This fucking idiot tumbling, you just poke him
I
in
feel
the back
like he
while
did
he's
his own
tumbling at you.
stunts, and that's the only stunt he could do.
Yes, I am only able to somersault forward. That is it.
It has to be soft sand.
Yes. Make sure you speed up the film.
Basically took him like 15 minutes.
He's working his way
He's
around.
like, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Keep rolling. All right, here we go. All right, now I'm going to it. Here we go. Okay, I've got it now.
The other funny thing is, I feel like he's been nicked in the face a lot, and you don't see that much in other scenes. I feel like it goes away, like in a shitty action film.
Oh yeah.
Like the Last Action, or what is that? The Arnold
With
Schwarzenegger
Arnold?
movie.
Last Action Hero?
Yeah.
Last Action Hero?
He gets really injured, and the next scene he's perfectly fine, sort of like that.
That's because that was a puny hit that doesn't even hurt me. When you see the blood, it's not even real because I stopped bleeding almost immediately. As my Arnold. Oh yeah, that was a dramatic stab to the heart with that guy.
I feel like he could have stabbed through to his own thigh when he did that.
That would have been hilarious if he
that
did.
hurt.
And
Me
then
too.
he just looks right into Daenerys' eyes, and he does it. And it was almost like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave you everything. I gave you my love.
Yeah.
You turned me away. Then he fights the. Was this guy like a
It's like an acrobat.
I was thinking of Arya's old teacher.
Oh,
the
right.
water
Sword dancer. He's like a
yeah,
water dancer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that guy had some fancy
Oh, yeah.
footwork and
I
swordsmanship.
think he was French.
Probably.
And this other spear guy, he just watches them the whole time. And how does the
Let them kill each
sword
other.
dancer guy not know that he's watching?
No, he's not. He was fighting another guy.
Oh, he was fighting
Yeah.
another guy. Oh, I didn't
He was
even
fighting
notice
another
him.
guy,
Like
and
a
then
shirtless
he
barbarian.
did watch them for a little bit.
Right. I mean, how do you ignore this huge guy in black armor?
Hey,
He
let
kinda
them
stands out.
Well, you know when you're in the heat of the one-on-one combat, though, you know, fighting for
But
your life.
it also doesn't make sense why he would hesitate to stab Jorah. What's he waiting
Sure,
for?
he's like, all right. Anyone else want to crack at him?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
get it.
it was almost. I thought they were going to do like a kind of Caesar move where it's like she has to give a thumbs down. Because I forgot.
Yes,
I
that's what I was
forgot.
waiting for, and there's another guy hanging out.
Because I forgot about the spear guy.
So maybe he just. I don't know. I don't know how you could miss him. How did you miss that guy? He's not sneaking around, he's just walking around with a spear.
But he's smart. Because he's like, let them kill each other, or he
Well,
waits for his opportunity.
yeah,
he kills the fancy guy, and then but then he gets killed by a tumble, so it really sucks.
Tumble sucks.
All for naught. Then
I did not expect this too. I thought it was just gonna be Jorah fighting in the pits, and then all of a sudden, Sons of the fucking Harpy.
oh yeah, that was nuts. So
I
basically,
did not see that coming.
Jorah, after the tumble assault, we can call it, he
Takes
suddenly
the spear.
takes the spear and launches it at Daenerys. And again, I'm thinking, this is just like they're remaking Gladiator.
Right.
He throws the sword at the crowd.
Yes.
Are you not entertained?
Do you not all have grayscale yet?
Yeah. Khaleesi. But then he nailed that Sons of the Harpy guy.
Yes, that was awesome.
And
Like,
so-
he showed no skill, or a moderate amount of skill
He
in
struggled.
the gladiator pit.
He
did
struggled.
struggle.
Yeah.
And then he does this amazing lance throw. Why didn't he just start with that in the pits?
It was almost like he was holding back the entire
Yeah.
time.
He's like, oh yeah, I could do this.
Yeah. But they did a great job, like the editing. They really tricked me because you see him after he does the kill, because after every kill, he kind of like looked right at her.
Right.
And then, so after the final one, he again looks at her. Then it's still on him. He grabs a spear, shot of her looking sad, and then he throws it, and it goes right past her to the son of the Harpy. And then everybody's like, holy fuck. We fucked up.
Right.
We were not paying attention.
And they're everywhere in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I like the one that
that was
he's-
so creepy.
The one that he speared had like a black, like a really chipped mask. I thought that was scary.
So my first thought when this starts to happen is that the fucker that she married,
Yes.
that's obviously, he set everything up.
Yeah, I still think he did.
But then he gets killed.
Right. That was
Then
the-
they
that wasn't
start
the
to
plan.
stab him. Right. So then I was like, never mind.
I still
Yeah.
think he had something to do with it.
And then, oh my god,
I mean,
all
why
hell
else would
breaks
he
loose.
say that he was, he was making arrangements or some bullshit at the beginning? What's the point of that? I feel like it had something to do with this.
Maybe he did and it just backfired on
Right,
him and
I
they're
think
like,
so,
all right,
yeah.
you lived your usefulness.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, that's what... And Dario, I think, thought the same thing. And because he looks at him, but then he
Right.
sees Harpies grab him and
Yes.
starts stabbing him.
Exactly, right.
And maybe they were just kind of like, maybe it was like a kill, like, you know, what the mob does. You know what I mean? All right, this guy helped us out, but now we got to eliminate him so he doesn't
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got to figure, if they get out of this, they're going, and that guy lived, they're going
Right.
to question him.
Exactly.
And, you know, so what happened? So maybe they didn't want that to happen. But then Daenerys gets dragged into, she's slowly lowered.
Yes, dragged by her hair and her tit was grabbed.
Yeah.
Or daintily lowered very carefully.
And there was a big moment where Jorah's up there, and they look at each other, and then he's like, sticks his hand, and he's like,
go.
what do you say?
Yeah.
One more time? You know, yeah.
Give me another chance.
For old time's sake. So then,
It was a pretty sweet spear throw.
yeah. I mean, I did save you. Just don't touch this one spot by my wrist.
Yeah, don't do that.
No reason, but just
Yeah.
don't touch it. I'm saving this handkerchief for later. Anyway, they make their way towards the center of the pit. Tyrion's got some. He's
Yeah.
unfortunately for him, he's
rough
back in the
spot.
shit.
Yeah.
And but he knows how to handle himself a little
I
bit.
guess so.
He
He's
saves
behind someone.
yeah. He saves Miss Sandy. Maybe she'll throw him a
Miss
a
Sandy
hand
job.
job or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Sandy
I
job.
love one. God.
You know she's dying to give one because she's got the boyfriend who doesn't have any junk.
That's
so
true.
she's
So,
probably frustrated.
You know, she's tired of gashes.
I'm also glad that we haven't had to have been subjected to that boring shit
yes, that's
since
wonderful.
that last scene.
Exactly.
Then,
I thought it was funny. I gotta say something. When
Yeah.
the Sons of the Harpy run out, there was
Uh-huh.
like one really tall Sons of the Harpy guy.
Oh, yeah,
who
there
was like
was.
lumbering in. It was pretty funny looking at him. I was like, "Who's this?" It's like, wouldn't you know who that guy is without the mask? Because he's so fucking huge.
I feel like he was just a guy who liked masks and had them already, and he was like, "Wow, look at this party! Everybody's got one on." And he's like, "What's going on?" One thing that I thought was kind of weird was the whole, our group of heroes here, essentially.
Yes.
They're in the center of the pit. They're surrounded by harpies.
Yep.
Okay. Then the harpies start attacking one at a time.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just
Bum
swallow
rush.
them up?
Bum rush.
Yeah.
Like a couple of harpies. And then
In the distance.
I can't do a dragon noise.
That was horrible.
But you saw something interesting. She like closed her eyes a second there, like she's calling to him,
She felt, yes.
or like she felt him
Yeah.
near and was like,
Drogon!
Drogon.
Hear me! Is that the name of the dragon? Drogon?
Drogon, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't think of it. We were looking at each other's faces and we both couldn't think of the name. I was like, ah.
Next time if we do this, if we
Daryl?
do this live, yeah. Then she's like, Kevin, the dragon,
Yeah,
come
so-
to me.
So time to talk dragon. I thought it was awesome, an awesome landing when he just steps on two guys at once.
Yes.
Awesome.
And there was a little Jurassic Park moment when he grabs the guy, like
Yes.
the T-Rex.
The guy
When-
running towards her.
Yeah, and you remember in Jurassic Park when the lawyer hides in the bathroom?
Right.
And then he's running away, and the T-Rex just
Yes.
chomps down on the top and starts whipping him around, and he breaks in half.
Right.
That's what made me think of.
Uh-huh.
Then he starts spitting fire, and this
Uh-huh.
dragon was like, "Not my mommy!"
Right.
And then, oh man, it was so sad when he was getting attacked by...
Yeah, I was scared.
bees.
I was like, no, don't kill the dragon. And I thought he was much bigger than this. He doesn't look big in this. He doesn't look that big compared to the
fucking big.
spears, because those look like huge spears. Like, because I thought we saw shots of him
yeah, maybe.
where he was a lot bigger than
Well,
that.
you know what? It's different than when the wingspan is spread out.
Maybe.
Probably, too.
But I feel like
I mean, he's pretty
shots.
big. Look at her next to it. And then he screams right in her face.
I feel like he should be bigger. I feel like that's the size of the other dragons, and he's bigger.
No, he is bigger. I think. If you look at their heads...
I hope he gets way bigger though. That's
If
not,
he's-
not
if
big
he's-
enough for me.
If he's not in captivity...
1-1 would own him. I
Dragons are like goldfish, right?
think. Keep going.
Yeah, they'll keep growing. The bigger the container you give them to live in,
I
the
see.
bigger they'll get. So he's out in the free world
Ah,
here. You know what I
right.
mean? The
But he's-
roaming free.
But with that argument, I still don't think he's big enough. I
Okay.
think he should have been bigger.
See, this is where
I think some of the Sons of the Harpy should have fucking started running as soon as he came down.
This is where I think it becomes... Again, that adds to the confusion of the time frame. Like, how much time has been passing? And is everyone's storyline passing at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't think
so.
it
Like,
is.
while this is
It must
happening,
be, 'cause
is
some things are
Cersei
linked.
in the cell while this is happening with Daenerys, or is this before or after?
I think it has to be. Some things are linked, like Tyrion's here, but I guess it could be, like, different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it gets difficult because they're covering so much ground, like physically covering so much ground. Like we talked about Littlefinger, Peter Baelish. Here I am back in King's Landing now, after I was just up in Wonderful. He goes so fast.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sounds like wonderful.
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 Oh, it's
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's wonderful. That was a German
Yeah.
thing. Wunderbar.
And then she vasses Drogon.
And then they
Out of
schnell.
it.
They fly away. Fly away.
She's like, wait a second. I'm a fucking Targaryen. I forgot another name. I'm a fucking Targaryen. I'm gonna ride this fucking dragon.
I thought the goldfish thing was real.
Now
Ranger.
I'm wondering.
Ranger.
Now I'm wondering. Is she gonna somehow get on the good side of the other dragons?
Well, she just left.
Easily.
Well,
And
they're
then
still.
have her dragons all back, happy family.
Well, they're still in captivity.
Right.
Right. They're
And then
still
the last
chained
time we saw it, seemed like they didn't like her.
Well, do you blame him?
and we're gonna kill her.
They kind of want to get the hell out of it. But I think that was more so, like, I think she needs to kind of take, like, a
test
Caesar...
him.
A
She's
Caesar...
really gotta test him, like
a Caesar
Drogon.
Milan kind of thing, right? Is that the dog whisperer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of calm assertive. Calm assertive, okay? With the dragons. Yeah, you know, they're feeding off your energy. They know that you're
Yes.
not in control right now.
Right.
So she has to gain that control back. That's what I think.
True.
And then,
Truth.
and then, you know, in this time, in this crisis, the connection between her, because there is definitely some kind of connection between her and the dragons.
Yeah.
And that's why and we've seen he's in the area, like he flies over her.
He's like,
in the
I'm
city.
the real Queen's Guard
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Back off! You guys fucked up. I'm coming
Selby's
in.
dead, and the Unsullied, they just fucking suck
Yeah,
now,
they're pathetic.
basically.
I don't know what the big hype is about. They're pretty horrible. Oh, man,
Yeah.
Melisandre's hot.
Yeah, we had the episode playing in the background, and previous to the next episode came out, so I paused it so we don't spoil anything for ourselves. And we just stopped on her
Flawless
staring
picture of Melisandre.
staring at icicles. Yeah, she is very attractive. There are many attractive women in the show. Anyway, we don't want to get pervy here.
Or do we?
Oh boy,
It's live.
it is live.
We can't edit it out. Fuck. They gotta hear it.
So, Boss, do you have any predictions for?
Well,
the
I had
season
my one
finale?
prediction that Jacko or Joker, whatever his name is, the faceless
Oh
man.
yeah, there were
I had
some
a prediction that he is the guy that he sent Arya to kill, and he didn't give her real poison, and that's his way of watching her practice her mission and everything. And I think he knows. Obviously, he knows she was lying, but I think he also knows that Sir Meryn Trent's there and that she wants to kill him.
Oh
And-
yeah, she's definitely going for
and
that.
he's just going to observe her doing that now. He doesn't even care about the other mission,
yeah.
basically.
You think so you think he's going to observe her doing that? He's going to
Yeah.
let her do that?
Yeah.
Because I think she's going to try and make a move, and he might swoop in. It's either going to
Save
go
her.
badly, and Meryn Trent is going to have the upper hand on her, and maybe she'll be saved, or he's going to intervene before she has the opportunity. She's going to here's my chance, and he's going to intervene right before she can.
I think it's obvious what's going to happen. She's going to disguise herself as a little prostitute.
Oh yeah,
For some Meryn
you're
Trent.
right.
That's
yes.
obvious.
That is obvious. Yeah.
So, yeah, she's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be either in a tough situation or stab him. I don't know.
or both.
Or maybe he likes to stab little girls. I don't know what he does.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. That guy.
Stab me in the arse. Right in the arse.
Yeah, she's trying to kill him. He doesn't even know. He's like, yeah, that's what I like. That's what Sir Meryn Trent likes.
By fresh one, he means a new ass for him. I need a fresh one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the guards they see what's going on, she's attacking him, and he's in a position. Maybe he's it's like a classic
even
scenario.
know
It's
it.
like, oh, let me tie you up. Oh yes, ooh, kinky. and then he's crying for help, and they come in and they look and they're like, fucking kill him. He's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He wouldn't pay for my prostitute.
Right. So that's basically it.
I think that's
my
it.
one prediction that I
Yeah.
have. So
I mean, and then after this, we are basically wrapped up completely with the Dance with Dragons, the book.
episode 10.
After episode 10, because that's the season. Because there's still a little
What's
more
gonna
Daenerys
happen?
stuff,
Episode 10.
and I wonder if they've
'Cause
completely.
these were so good.
These were good.
So what could
This was a very
be
good
better?
season. Overall,
I'm assuming
I've
I'm going
enjoyed
to be
this.
let down. Oh, or we'll get some Children of the Forest shit.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Have they
Oh.
completely abandoned Bran,
I don't think
or
so.
will they wait until now the season finale and be like, "Hey, remember this guy?"
They'll
And
probably
he's probably gonna look like he's fucking 55 years old.
he'll look like
he's got
the,
a grizzled
the
beard.
Greenseer.
Yeah. He's just trapped in a tree.
Bran, you're just 15.
Yeah.
How'd you grow that beard?
I don't understand. Why are you wearing a diaper now? I'm Brad. I keep this whole season. I've been every time because it's basically been said I've heard things that there might be no Bran at all. I've heard stuff. Oh, no Bran at all this year. Daniel Plainview just said. Well, there's that.
Well, it must be true.
They already said. All right. That's bizarre. I can't believe they did that. No Bran at all.
I know.
Oh man.
Where are we going to get our fiber?
What a lame joke.
All right. Well, that's all I had to say.
So,